Okay, so when I do a graph, there's probably many ways to do it, and there's probably some people have maybe easier ways or faster ways, but here's how I do it. I click in a blank cell, go to Insert, and wait for my computer, which is kind of slow today. All right, so let's see. You can go to Recommended Charts. When you're trying to look at a trend over time, best thing to use is always a line chart, in my opinion. And so you can decide which one you want. If you want like the little um, pieces on it or not, I'm going to go with the regular one right here. Let's see, wait for that. Okay, so now because I clicked on a blank cell, Excel said, "Hey, I don't see any data there, so I'm just giving you a blank screen." Okay, so let me drag it over to the right just a little bit. So right click on it, and then go to Select Data. So this is where we're going to put in all the different rates we have in here. So we're going to click Add, and it says Series Name. Now you could just type it in there for ease. I'm going to click this little button and say, okay, here's the AAA bonds. Hit Enter. And then the series values. I'm going to click this button. I'm going to click on the first year. Shift Control down arrow gets me all of those values in there. Hit Enter. Click OK. So there's my AAA bonds. Next thing, I now want to add the triple B bonds. So here I'm going to click Add. Get a series name. I'm going to go up to the top. There it is, the BAA bonds. Click Enter. And then for the values, I'll do the same thing. Click on the 1976 value, Control Shift down arrow. There gets all the others. Click Enter. Click OK. I'm going to add one more. Series name, 10-year treasuries. Click Enter. Get all my values. Control Shift down. And of course, right now it just has 1 through whatever for the X axis. So I want the years to be in there. So I'm going to click Edit. Let's see. Okay. Control Home. So this time I don't need any labels. So I'm going to click on the 1976, Control Shift down arrow all the way to 2015. Click OK. So now I'm all done. I've got my A bonds, my B bonds, my 10-year treasuries. Click OK. And so there's my graph. So from there, you probably want to make it look nicer. So you go up here to add chart elements. Here's where you can add axis titles, chart titles. I'd recommend a chart title. Data labels, sometimes I can clutter it up, especially on this one. But I think it would be good to have a legend, and you kind of pick where it is. I tend to like them on the bottom or on the top, just because I like my graphs to be wider when I'm doing trends. There we go. Like I said, you can do some other formatting, change colors if you want, titles, anything like that. But that pretty much is how you get multiple values onto one graph.